Hello, good morning, and welcome to Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. And on this Dawn Busters, we have Kentucky Beau. Kentucky Beau with the two horseshoes and the medals at number one. Kentucky Whiskey, a blend, 80 proof, age 3 years, 80-20 blend ratio. I forgot to put that in the notes. I'll add that. Don't have much left. I bought this. They might have enough for 2 taste challenges. I bought this in Meridian, Mississippi, at Bonita Plaza Liquors on Mississippi Highway 19, northbound, just south of Interstate 59. Bonita Plaza Liquors. I've been there more than once. $6.49 for this bottle. Seagram's AT3, the American blended version, and it says 1883, which is nothing to do with this because this was introduced in 2022. It's American blended whiskey, no age statement, no blend ratio disclosed. It's bottled in Kentucky by the Sazerac Company at Buffalo Trace. There is a Seagram's 83, the original, and that's from Canada, and it celebrates, 1883 celebrates the year that the Seagram's Rye distillery was opened in Canada. But this one has natural flavor and caramel coloring added. $19.99 for this handle bottle, this jug bottle. Beautiful plastic. We have a guest star today. Orangey. Okay. All right. You purring, huh? Yeah, you don't need to lick my hand, really. Really don't. No, and definitely not bite. Don't bite. No. Feral cat. That's their first instinct, to bite. They love to do that. Especially the hand that feeds them. Okay. You have kind of a strange sense of loyalty there. Made that psst sound because when the bottle gets low, it builds up gas and you'll get that pressure release. That psst. Yeah, perfect. I'll have enough for one more taste challenge. So next time around, it'll be the end of Kentucky Beau. Okay. Got to watch this one. It's got that built-in pour. It can come out flowing like craziness. They said Taylor Swift was in New Orleans this weekend. She was at a club, a music club, watching the show, and no one recognized her. She wasn't wearing a disguise or a hat or anything and didn't make a big entrance. And she got up and put a bunch of bills, I don't know if they were dollar bills or $100 bills, and when they started playing a certain song in the tip jar. And then some people recognized her, and one of the photographers for the Times-Picayune newspaper did, and he took her photo in there. But most people didn't seem to know who she was. Okay. And they said last year Pete Townsend went to that same place, or earlier this year, and just got up and did a performance. Oh, well. And all these other people do that too, I guess, in New Orleans. Okay, now you lay down and relax, cat, so that I can do this taste challenge. Now, as we can see, the Seagram's 83 is copper. It's dark by addition of the caramel coloring. See, she likes to rub her head against my beard. It's like a brush. You like that brush, huh? You like to bite me last year. And she got me good one day. I had to put butterfly closures on. But anyway, this one is amber. Could that be just from the 3 years that the straight 20% straight whiskeys are aged? I kind of doubt it. They're probably adding a light bit of caramel coloring to it. They don't have to disclose it. They can add flavoring to American blended whiskey and don't have to disclose that either. And usually they said on the government website, usually the flavoring is what they call, I see you itching, scratching, because I put that flea stuff on you, chemicals, so we're going to have to check you out because it's supposed to work. Blending sherry is the common flavor added, they said. Not to exceed a certain percentage, 80-20 blend ratio. Okay. $6.49 versus, let's see what this would translate to. 1,950 times 750. $8.57 a bottle. Don't buy the regular size bottle because you're going to pay a whopping amount per ounce relative to this. And you're not getting a deal. Okay, so $8.57 versus $6.49. $2.08 difference. It might be $2 better. I wasn't too impressed with Heaven Hill's blended whiskeys, really any of them. T.W. Samuel's, it's okay. I never bought the T.W. Samuel straight bourbon. Kentucky Beau, I saw a black label in Mississippi, Kentucky Beau black label. I don't know what the difference, couldn't figure out the difference between the black label and the green. Maybe the black label is 86 proof. Maybe it's aged 4 years. I didn't check it that well, regretfully. I've never bought the Kentucky Beau straight bourbon. So is there a white label bottled in bond? There might be. Kind of mimicking Evan Williams, you know. Okay. But I'll see. I'll check around. Try to figure it out. It's not too important. I don't think there's too many people worried about Kentucky Beau. Anyway, Kentucky Gold. I saw that the other day. Full size bottles. And I thought that was the worst blended whiskey I ever bought. That stuff was bad. And I said, if this is the gold, I would hate to see the silver and the bronze. Kentucky Gold. Yeah. Also from Heaven Hill. That was bad. Let's see. T.W. Samuel's, Heaven Hill's Quality House. It's called Quality House now. It used to just be called Heaven Hill Kentucky Blended Whiskey. I don't know why they changed the name to Quality House Kentucky Blended Whiskey, but they did. That's probably that's probably their best blended whiskey. See it all over Louisiana. everywhere. That's the most common Heaven Hill product. That and Evan Williams, which is owned by Heaven Hill. Yeah. You'll always see those. Every store got Evan Williams. Actually, I think every store got Kentucky, Heaven Hill, Kentucky blended, the Quality House, more than they got the Evan Williams. Some liquor stores don't have Evan Williams. Some gas stations don't. Hadn't thought about that. All right. Well, it smells like a bowl of grits. Yeah, I'm afraid that's what it smells like. Corn grits. Because you know what? Bourbon is mostly corn. You say, well, that's blended whiskey. That's 80% grain spirits, or it could be 75% with the Seagrams. Yeah, but the grain spirits is almost invariably corn. So you're taking 80% corn, right? And then you're blending it with 20% straight bourbon, which has to be at least 51% corn. So you're looking at an almost 100% corn product. Maybe a touch of wheat, a touch of barley, a touch of rye. But we talking about just a little bit, just a little bit. This just a little bit. And Heaven Hill already admitted that when they do a straight bourbon like Elijah Craig or Evan Williams or old Fitzgerald, and it doesn't come out right, they don't throw it out. They blend it on one of these cheap bottom shelf blended whiskeys. Now you say that's wrong. That's wrong. It's not really wrong, because why you think it's cheap? Because they're using the best ingredients, or actually, they might be using really the best ingredients with Old Fitzgerald or Elijah Craig, but they're not using the best batches. Okay, yes, they're not using the best batches. I mean, that's just common sense, you know. You're not going to get premier products for $8.49, you know, or $6.49 in this extreme case. Okay. Yeah. Smells like corn, you know. Maybe with a little bit of that weird creme brulee thing that I think is coming from the natural flavors in the Seagram's 83. So my initial thinking on the smell is that's the Seagram's 83, but it's so preliminary and it's not too well defined or pronounced, so I can't say it. I wouldn't say it. No, I mean, so let's go on. Had like a little wine flavor, like red wine. It's true. And now we got this almond nut oil. It's like if you were peeling almonds and you got all the oil on your fingers, because you know those nuts have a lot of oil in them. Then you dripped it all in a little glass jar, 25 milliliters, and you said, "Look, almond oil." That's kind of like what it is. Would they be allowed to add almond oil to it? Hey, look, if you look at the Tax and Trade Bureau website, all it says is may contain, you know, is allowed to add natural flavoring. Well, almond oil would be a natural flavoring. Certainly comes straight from almonds. And may add caramel coloring. There's certain levels it can't exceed and all of that. Disclosure required, it says on the chart, no. Now notice it doesn't say they have to add natural flavoring or coloring. It doesn't say that. It says may add it. Don't have to. You can make a blended whiskey and add no coloring and no flavoring. There you go. It's not a requirement. It's an allowance. It's not a requirement. All right, taste over here. But with regular bourbon or with straight bourbon, no. You cannot allow, you are not allowed to add any coloring or flavoring. Blended bourbon, yes, you're allowed to add coloring and flavoring. So when I see a bourbon that says bourbon with natural flavors, I'm thinking it's a blended bourbon. What else would it be? The other two aren't allowed to have it. Those three main classes of bourbon. Now, it's not the only three classes you see. They've got one class called a blend of straight bourbons. Yeah. Bottle and bond type and so forth. There's more than that. Got to look at the Tax and Trade Bureau glossary. This did not have that wine taste. It does taste like corn, but it's got this other added. It's almost like they add molasses to it. Like in a molasses cookie, you say, oh, you're mad. You've gone mad. Well, that would be a natural flavoring. Now, what if they did like they do in Canada and they added actual gold rum to it? Just a little bit of gold rum. That could give it this weird flavor. No use calling Sazerac and asking them because they don't reveal what their natural flavors are. Is it the same for every product? We don't know. Do they vary it? We don't know. All we can do is guess. But I don't think it's the same because some of them taste like they're adding vanilla. Some taste like they're adding almond extract. Some taste like they're adding molasses or even gold rum. So I guess the possibilities are endless and it's no use worrying about it. Wouldn't get you anywhere. That's got to be the Heaven Hill, the Kentucky Beau, the Kentucky boyfriend or girlfriend. And I'm going to tell you why. I did notice a little honeydew melon with it. And a lot of Heaven Hill blended whiskeys I noticed have this strange honeydew melon taste. You say, oh, that's what they're adding. Dehydrated honeydew melon. That's their natural flavor. Well, I guess it could be. That would be a bizarre flavoring to pick, but it would it definitely would differentiate them from the others. Okay. I'm going to say this is the Heaven Hill Kentucky Beau. I keep calling it Heaven Hill. It's made by them. It's called Kentucky Beau. Introduced 1950. Is it worth saving the $2.08? Is it worth saving the $2.08 per bottle? I'm talking about regular 750 milliliter bottle. No, I just pay extra. I just pay the extra money and get the Seagram's 83. Yeah. You're paying for the name, but in this case, you're getting a better product. But don't buy the 750. Buy the jug, buy the handle, the jug, because you're going to save so much money per ounce. I saw stores around here selling the 750 milliliter for $13.99, $14.99. It's like, well, why would I pay that when I can get the handle, which is a 750 plus a liter? It's a liter, 1,000 milliliters, and a 750 put together, a fifth. They used to call them a fifth of a gallon. Mixed together in a bigger bottle, a big bottle. They call it a handle because it's so heavy. They put like a little handle shape on it so you don't drop it. If you don't mind plastic, that's your best bet. I haven't had a problem with plastic. Honestly, I haven't had a problem. It hasn't altered the flavor, in my opinion. And I haven't noticed anything leaching into the whiskey, you know, and all that, those theories. So, Kentucky Beau. It is Kentucky Beau. I got it. All righty then. How much would you pay for a handle of Kentucky Beau? Oh, $14.99, most likely. You could find the black label, the gold, the green label. Yeah, I don't see it in Louisiana. I might have seen it one time in Louisiana, and I said to myself, "Look, Kentucky Beau," but I don't think I did. No, I think I've just seen it in Mississippi. Yeah, Meridian, where I've got the green label, and I think I was in Bay St. Louis and in Pascagoula 2 different times. I was in Bay St. Louis and in Pascagoula, yeah, where I found the black label and the straight bourbon version. But I didn't buy them because I have too much now. If you saw the bourbon I had, you'd be saying, "What? What is this guy's problem? You need to go get help." I don't need to get help because I can drink them all on my own. It's just going to take time. That's the help I need with time. It's like, is it going to take 20 years? It seemed like it will. It almost will, But so I could show you that shelf. If you'd say, "Oh, look at all this bourbon." Jim Beam 8-year-old black. That's the old black label. I have a bottle. I think it's from like 1992. It's old, and it's still got bottles over there. 32. I paid $32.99. It went up $34.99 now, but I got it before the BJ inflation. The BJ and the bear. The JB inflation. I got Old Charter. I got Very Old Barton. I think the 90 proof version. I've got this weird Royal Kentucky bourbon. Don't know what to make of that, but I tasted it and it tasted pretty good. I was like, what? That was on Sunday. I was like, I was expecting this to be the most nastiest thing ever, but I said to myself, man, if this thing don't taste pretty good. I mean, nothing great, you understand? But it was all right. Shocking, Heaven Hill. Shocking. I mean, I'm talking about unopened bottles. Well, that's open now. So I got Bird Dog, straight bourbon. Or is it just bourbon? I got well, I mean, it's so many. It's just crazy. You'll see. I know you're talking about it, but I mean, it's crazy. And then the blended, I got so many. But I got such a good deal on most of them. Most of the ones I bought, I didn't say, "Oh, I have to have Old Charter. I just got to get it." No, my attitude with Old Charter was, I'll eventually buy it. It's not going anywhere. But when Walmart had it for half price, $8, don't know why they suddenly decided to sell it for half price. Of course, I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to pass that up. Okay. Bird Dog. Yeah, $10. Yeah, I'll buy it. It was like the regular price was $24.95, and I got it for 10. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. Things like that. I'm not going to pass up. I'm just not. Even though it might be 5 years down the road. And I got the Very Old Barton for a good deal. I mean, it wasn't like one of those crazy kind of deals, but I got Very Old Barton in Mississippi, and it was still only like $8.99, something like that. Josh Bonilla says, hi from San Francisco. Hello to you in San Francisco. Whoa, it's 4 o'clock in the morning for you, isn't it? Okay, well, I was up before 4. You know that? I was watching NFL highlights from the Monday Night Football game. New England wins. Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back for Wednesday with another Heaven Hill brand, and this one's called Charcoal Perfected. Charcoal Perfected. Apparently, there's a Charcoal Perfected bourbon, straight bourbon. I haven't seen it. I've just seen the blended. Yes. Around in Louisiana. Yes. I bought it in Mississippi, but I've seen it in Louisiana now. All right. Well, y'all take care. See y'all Wednesday.